As a young woman or as a young man that is trying to prevent infertility in the future, marry as soon as possible. As much as you have the opportunity, the chance, the enablement, the financial capability to make marriage work, marry and have your children. Even as old as we are, we have gone ahead, we still have all those fears that they will still put in our head, that as you grow older, the possibility of you producing an imbecile or a child that is not okay is getting higher. It's the same way the possibility of going infertile is also going higher, because they say as women age, the rate of the production of their eggs reduces. And also for men, it's the same thing. Sperm production, sperm content and all that, they also can reduce. That's just the truth, even though men still have age on their side. So as much as possible, either you are a man or a woman, get married when you think you are able, you can handle it, you are emotionally and financially ready to get married. Though I cannot specifically say that you will not have babies at a particular age, because it's God that gives children, but at the same time, medically, it's good to get married early. As much as possible, try and work hard so that you will not come and put somebody's child under distress. In marriage, it's important that you are financially buoyant, because everything in marriage still depends on money. Don't say they've told me in church or in the mosque that I should not worry, God will provide, God will do this, God will do that. Make sure you also use your brain, because God has also given us the brain to bring something priceless out of something that is worthless. God has given you the brain to make money. So make money first, though, before you carry the responsibility of the whole world on your shoulder as a young guy. Make money first. Don't come and put somebody's child, an unborn baby, in danger because you didn't plan well. So it is important to get married early. At the same time, it is important to make sure that you are financially, emotionally and physically ready. Secondly, avoid unnecessary medications, unnecessary drugs, drinks, alcohol, smoking. They are all drugs. So avoid them as much as possible. If you don't drink alcohol, don't bother, don't drink it. If you don't smoke, don't try it. If you don't take caffeine and all these strong medications, don't try them, because a lot of them have effects on the sperm production capacity and also on the egg production capacity. They all can influence and cause some damages or some manipulations to our sperms and our eggs. So let's try and avoid drugs, medications, alcohol, smoking as much as possible. These are the effects that they can have on our fertility. Let's avoid them. Ensure you have healthy weight and healthy diet. It is very important. Some people are so skinny that you wonder if there's any hormone in their body. So skinny. They'll still say their diet, is a lie, is poverty. Anyway, some people just want to have a very slim stature. There's no sin in that, but you need some level of fat to be able to produce good eggs, to be able to menstruate, for your hormone system to work. As a young girl, you need some level of fat to be able to allow your hormonal system to function normally. So don't go very skinny. Maintain a particular healthy weight. It is very important. And also, don't say because we have said you should have some level of fat and now go and be overweight. Overweight also is not good for pregnancy. A lot of people have to pass through a lot of tests and investigations because they already overweight. They cannot make babies. They could not produce egg. They have the condition that we call polycystic ovarian syndrome. When you are overweight, you can also have a lot of conditions that might put you at risk of infertility. So it's both way. Don't be too skinny. At the same time, don't be overweight. Maintain a healthy weight and also a healthy diet. Try and eat well. A lot of you out there, when you are still single, you take garri in the morning, garri in the afternoon, garri in the night because you are too lazy to cook. I understand. too much activities, you know, sister here, mother there, you want to satisfy everybody. Please, at the same time, take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself as you are taking good care of people in the vineyard, in the church, in the mosque. You are caring for everybody. Don't leave yourself out of it. Make sure you eat healthy diet. It's very important, so that you will not fall victim of infertility in the nearest future. There are some brides that you'll be wondering, this person is getting married. Are you kidding me? See how small this person is. No, eat well, look good, look well, so that at the long run you have some chance of having good eggs in order to make beautiful babies. I believe you are going to make beautiful babies. Yeah. If it is possible for you to abstain from sex now, please do it. But if it is not possible, because these days everything has been mixed up, even though we always say the standard of the Lord is still sure that we should always be obedient. If you can abstain from sex, my sister, abstain. But if it is not possible for you to abstain from sex, ensure that you protect yourself. Don't do unprotected sex. Do protected sex, please. Make sure you protect yourself, because a lot of people actually drag themselves into this issue because they've gone through a lot of sexual exposure, PID, infection, abortion, and all sorts before they even got married. So if you can protect yourself, try and protect yourself. Infection can make you have infertility in the future. Ask me how. When you have infection, women don't most of the time show signs of infection when they have sexually transmitted infection, because the pathway to the womb is long. You still have to pass through the vagina to the cervix to the uterus, so they might not even have any pain until it is very heavy, and at that level it might have affected your uterus, affected your fallopian tube, affected your ovaries. We call it pelvic inflammatory diseases, PID. That's why a lot of people after marriage will be having issues with fertility. Also, if you had exposure to abortion before, a lot of people don't want to go to the hospital for evacuation, so they take medications for abortion. And when you take medications for abortion, it might remain dead. Some membranes might still remain in the womb. So when the membranes are still there, it can heal up and make your uterus to stick together. We call it uterine syncytial. So in the future, the person will be expecting to get pregnant, whereas the uterus is not potent. There is no space within the uterus again. It's already gummed together. So in that case, the person can be infertile for a long time, looking for the cause, and obviously the cause is there. So another thing that can occur when you actually are exposed to infection, sexually transmitted infection, abortion and all that, is endometritis, where the lining of your womb will be having infection. You will be menstruating, but it will be painful because you already introduced microorganism into your body. So there are a lot of consequences that actually follow early exposure to sex, because it's not needed. Early exposure to sex, it causes a lot of headache in the future. Avoid it if it is possible, as a man, as a woman, because it's not just the woman that is going through the headache in the family. The husband is also vomiting the money for the woman to take to the hospital. So it's both way. Protect yourself, protect your spouse, and protect your future in the protect your nearest future. That's the way it works. So if it is possible for you to avoid sex, avoid it. But if it is not possible for you to avoid sex totally, make sure that you protect yourself. Avoid sex.